Hello again, it's Linda in Belize. Today I'm going to show some real estate listings in Mahogany Bay Village, which is on the island of Ambergris Caye. And these listings are as of April 2023. So if you haven't seen my videos before, I'm a chartered accountant, CPA, a teacher, and a real estate investor. And I'm working as a buyer's rep in Belize because it does avoid potential conflicts of interest. And if you don't already know, there's no licensing of realtors and no MLS. So it's hard to know who's showing only their own listings because a lot of people want to double in their commission. So this is another video I'm doing by area. And Mahogany Bay is where my tiny homes are located, and they're also included on this video. And if you have an area you're considering anywhere in Belize, make sure you reach out and I can compile different options for you. So how do you get to Mahogany Bay Village? Well, first of all, you're going to fly into Belize City, into the international airport. And from there, it is a quick 15-minute puddle jumper flight to get into San Pedro town. There's also a water taxi that takes about an hour and a half to get there. Once you're in San Pedro town, Mahogany Bay is about a 15-minute golf cart ride south. And it is located on the lagoon side that has fantastic sunsets. So let's talk about the amenities in Mahogany Bay Village. And first of all, I have to contrast two different parts of the community. So if you buy in the Hilton Hotel or stay there, that's called the Mahogany Bay Resort. And then you have access to the fantastic beach. That's a private beach that they boat you to. So you can see that on the video that's playing here. Now inside the community, there's also a pool at the Hilton. And there is another community pool coming in on Street 1 for the private residences. So basically, the two parts of the community are the Hilton Hotel, which you can buy into, and then there's the private residences, which I have done a video on, watch basically all these different parts of Mahogany Bay and how it works. But in terms of the overall community, there are tons of amenities that are accessible by everyone. So for example, you can enjoy a morning latte at the Rum and Bean and then work it off in the yoga studio. There's also a ton of lunch options in the village. So there's the great taco stand, there's a chicken stand, there's steak and cheese that I love at 501 Fresh, and of course I love going for sushi at Giotto. So the first listing I want to talk about is vacant land. So if you've been watching any of Will Mitchell's fantastic videos on YouTube, you'll see that the lots are listed now at $185,000. But there is a fantastic deal on a resale one on Street 5 for $144,500. And Street 5 is really not too far from the amenities in the area, which is one of the advantages for that one. So now that I'm going in order of price, I want to show a couple other unique lot options. So these two side-by-side lots are listed at $209,000 each, or you can buy both as a bundle. Now, the reason these are priced a bit higher is because the seawalls are already built with a boat slip in place. The thing about Street 4 that I really like is that it's almost completely built up, and it is closer to the Hilton restaurant than some of the other streets. So the way Mahogany Bay Village is set up is basically that there's Street 1, and then when you get past that, there is actually the Hilton gate, where you're going to get to Street 2, 3, and 4. So Street 4 is the only street where there is a combination of Hilton Hotel units and private residences. And that's one of the reasons I really love this street and picked a lot there for myself. Next, I want to show an example of one of the Hilton units that's available for sale. So this is a 2-bedroom townhouse listed at $405,000. And I love to recommend people staying here because of the private beach club. And if you are looking for a unit to live in that's really large, 2 bedrooms, and you want access to the great resort amenities, this might be one to look at. Now, there are many different Hilton units that are available, and I'm not going to put them all in the video because it would make it way too long. But if you're looking for any specific type, certainly reach out to me and I can tell you what is available. Now I want to show my Mahogany Bay 2 homes that are listed at $479,000. So this is one of the things we're doing in Belize, is building fantastic properties where we're going to offer financing when we sell them, since there isn't a lot of financing available other than on vacant land. So the great thing about this property is that there are 2 separate homes included. So the larger home that's on the right does have a dishwasher as well as laundry. And then the smaller home that's on the left is perfect for a vacation home or for family to come visit. So my last tenants actually used that small home for a home office. There is an extendable coffee table. It's put down right there in the picture, but they used it for that purpose as well as a guest house and then lived in the larger home. There's also a private pool and a boat slip on the lot. So if you're looking for details on financing, just reach out to me for more details. Now I want to show a couple of options that I found in Will Mitchell's fantastic Mahogany Bay Village update. So this one is on Street 1 and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home for $570. So if you're looking for something complete, this is an option on Street 1 that'll be closer to that great community pool that's almost complete. There is also a private pool that you can see there. So if you've watched some of my past videos about San Pedro real estate, you'll notice there's a lot of condos for sale. If you're looking for a property for your family and you want something larger, this one is 4 bedrooms. So it's listed at $850 and it's a really large home, so we'll sleep even more than the people in the bedrooms. The other thing about this house that's nice is that it is on Street 1. So if you have a family, it's close to Island Academy on Street 1, which is a private school. And there's also the Barcade, which has arcade games and lots of board games. So I see lots of kids' birthday parties happening there at the Barcade. Now I want to get into talking a little bit about investment income potential. When I look just at San Pedro town on AirDNA, you can see the average daily rate's 178 and the occupancy rate is 60%. But what you're going to see if you look at the map on the next slide that I'm going to show is that this is only San Pedro town. And that means that you're missing the rest of Ambergris Caye, which is where lots of the large rentals are. So keep these numbers just as a baseline for what San Pedro town does before we get into the whole of Ambergris Caye. Now let's look at bedroom count. So in here, because I'm only picking San Pedro, it's not going to show the full picture, but here you can see that on the 4 and 5 bedroom, there's way less of those than there are of 1 bedrooms. And this is just in San Pedro town, which is very busy. It's a place where it's hard to find parking. There's a lot of traffic jams during busy season. And a lot of people that I know actually love staying down south or up north of San Pedro town. So I want to show that next. So this map now shows the whole of Ambergris Caye and the rentals available. I'm not showing the average rate or occupancy because when I don't pick any neighborhoods, it actually includes Belize City. But I need to do that so I can show all the properties down south, including the ones in Mahogany Bay, which is the area we're analyzing. So if you see down there, the 4-bedroom count now is a little bit higher. You can't see it on the graph, but there is about 60 some properties in the 4-bedroom count. And if I was to hover over many of the ones down south, you'll see there's a lot of 4, 5, and even 8-bedroom houses that come up. And again, for this analysis, you need to kind of drill more into what type of property you're considering buying so that you can do a proper rental budget. And that's what I offer consulting on, but we have to do that individually depending on the type of property you're looking for. Now I just want to show some analysis from Mahogany Bay specifically on some of the larger houses. So there's Casablanca, which is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, and it was available on Airbnb and Vrbo for 284 days. So the average rate is pretty good at $402, and it shows a 69% occupancy. Now keep in mind, however, that these numbers aren't always completely accurate because I know from my real estate investment group, a lot of people analyze their individual property and realize that sometimes if you block off time, it might actually mislead the occupancy numbers. So at least though, this does give you an idea of the average daily rates that different properties are getting. And then we have Athena's Mahogany House, which is a 4-bedroom. And so that one, average daily rate $269 and an occupancy of 79. And it makes sense if the rates are a little bit lower that you're going to get a higher occupancy. So there's different strategies for pricing that people do. And then the Casa Moderna Fresca, which is an average daily rate of $275 with a 63% occupancy. So that one's a 3-bedroom, and it actually has a rooftop dipping pool in it. Now, again, sometimes these numbers don't really reflect what you'd think because you're going, well, if there's a rooftop swimming pool, why wouldn't that have a higher occupancy? However, it also depends on what days they have available in their calendar. If you had mostly available in the summertime because the owner was staying in the property in some of the peak times like Christmas and New Year's, these numbers might not be exactly what you would expect them to be. So all of this does is give you a general guideline of what you can use to do a rental budget. I had a person in my real estate investing group reach out today asking if I do consulting on Belize, and the answer is definitely yes. So if you would like to book personal video time with me to ask questions, get advice, or get templates on real estate investing, reach out through Buy Me a Coffee using the link or the QR code. I also offer tours for people considering a move or investment in Belize, so just reach out for more details. And I do have interviews with expats on my channel, and there's a new playlist to check those out. If you have other topics or other areas you'd like analyzed, please reach out in the comments, and I hope to see you soon in Belize.